Hello Pisces, this is your reading for November the 18th, 2025. It's going to be a general one, so please take what resonates and let the rest go. And yeah, you may feel the effects of this reading for the next few days or week or so. Let's welcome in high frequency archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, and of course our high selves to assist with this reading today. Okay, so Pisces, let's see what's going to jump or flip here. Thanks, Spirit. We just want one or two to flip. Oops. Hang on a minute. That was too many to flip. Sorry, folks. Bear with me. Okay. Any minute now. Maybe there's... Okay, let's let that one flip. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. So you could be feeling a bit tired. Maybe you're dealing with or recovering from an illness, and maybe, you know, you're coming to the end of something, but you're also, it's looking like you're guarding or protecting something here that you've worked hard on. Okay, that's the one that did flip was the Knight of Wands. Okay, so this is like a passionate energy coming forward. I'm just going to shuffle one more time and then we will... Oops. Continue. Four of Pentacles underneath. So, yeah, protecting your energy at this time. You had some stresses recently. Wow, and this is been remedied by, you know, maybe you have been dealing with illness and you've had to sort of lay low. Here we have the Fool. So you are, yeah, just stepping into a different energy. Perhaps sometimes when we go through illness or a difficult period, it can sort of end up, when we come out the other side of it, it can feel like a cleansing. We can feel a bit lightened. So I feel in Pisces that this is the feeling. You're feeling kind of lighter, okay, as a result of something you've just gone through. Hermit. Okay, so at the moment, you are finding time to introspect and consider your soul energy, okay? Some energies around you could be sort of, there could be some disruptive energies maybe that aren't really vibing with you, that you're dealing with. Wow, Ten of Swords as well. And here we have the Awakening. Well, there's a lot of contrasting energies here, isn't there? And here we have the Ace of Pentacles, so a new beginning. So, wow, Pisces, I feel like you have been working to release a whole lot of stuff. Very much like Capricorn's reading. Yeah, let me just pause for a moment because I'm just going to absorb these energies a bit more. Okay, Pisces, so one thing that's just jumped out to me at the moment is that this is your, like a subconscious thing, which is about you kind of almost even realizing that in your essence, in your spiritual essence, your personal truth is actually quite a simple thing. Okay, so I feel that when I don't mean, you know, unintelligent when I say that. I mean, it's pure and it's simple. There's almost this color white here too. It's sort of like there's an element of purity to this card. And I feel that because of all of these energies here, you know, this could be stress that maybe you've released recently, or maybe you felt it. This is sort of stuff that's going on. There's the other external influences here. I feel like maybe because you're a very sensitive sign, that you've been in the midst of a lot of these energies that are going around. So a lot of, you know, low vibe thoughts, beliefs, attitudes of others, and maybe you've picked up some of that during your lifetime as well. And I think you have such a level of awareness that you are seeing that now. And what you're really wanting is for things to be simple, things to be clear. And this is indeed what's going to happen with this Fool energy that's going to come in. And I think this could be even around December. We're going to have some, you know, some more solar waves. There's going to be some awakening energies happening. And I think you're going to be probably one of those signs that is going to experience that. At the moment, you are on track because you are being able to still the mind. So you are aware that all these external energies and all these things that have been affecting you are simply experiences, okay, that they don't define you, and that you are able to sort of detach from all of that. And, you know, it's understandable that you're going to be feeling a bit exhausted from dealing with all of that stuff. Okay. But the interesting thing is that there's this fire or transformative energy that's coming in that I feel is really sort of going to contribute to you just awakening and being able to simplify, moving to, you know, the ace, so a new beginning. Okay, you've got awakening here at the end of your reading as well, which is just awesome. You also have this hermit energy, so you're looking at your soul. Okay, so you are also one of these, well, many of us are going through deep introspection at this time. We have Mercury, Jupiter, I think it's Saturn, Uranus, maybe even Neptune, and possibly Pluto or Chiron in retrograde. There's a whole lot of planets in retrograde, and we are all going through life evaluation. Okay, and I feel that for you, Pisces, things are going to get more happy, more carefree, because you are going to be able to get clear, and you're going to be feeling more empowered rather than being sort of like de-energized. You're going to be hitting on something that you're going to be doing in your life, or just an awakening of some sort, that's really going to allow you to feel energized, feel vital again, feel like, you know, you're literally, you know, you're driving your life. Okay. I'm taking the light in this card, okay, that as that being a very passionate, positive action card. We have some clarifying to do. Let's clarify that Nine of Swords. That can sometimes be other people's energies as well, but I think because that's followed by the Four of Swords, you've kind of gone, well, you know, okay, that's what it was. But I know what I need to do to get into this, which is calm, right? And this is what you do, Pisces, okay? You're very sort of masterful in the area. Let's clarify the Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's a new thing coming in, okay? A new way of being, a new vibration, a new frequency that you're going to be partaking of, as many of us are. But this is particularly poignant in this reading. You have the 9 and 10 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. Okay. The 9 of Wands is also a card of overcoming challenge. Okay. Right, we just want one to flip to clarify the... You know what, I think we're going to have to not worry about the flip. I'm just going to take the one off the top. Page of Swords. Yeah, so you have been able to apply whatever was stressing. You've been able to apply your curiosity, your research abilities, your ability to go within, get curious, and to really sort out what's going on with these thoughts that could have been snowballing. Okay, but there's also an element here of that, you know, we have this person here holding the light bulbs. So there's been some light bulb moments. And I feel that you've just allowed the time to be right for the frequencies to be such that these light bulbs have come into your awareness, and you've basically unpacked all of these things, which could be there could be some negative conditioning, excuse me, that you've let go of. Okay, so some self-awareness, I think, has come in there for sure. That's assisted you. Let's clarify that 10 of Swords now. Page of Wands. Okay, yep. So once again, it's another page energy to clarify the sword energy. So this is completion, something that's been finished, and here you are, like, moving into new passion, new energy. Okay, so there's something that's going to... well, you've probably already experienced this, because I feel like you're kind of moving into this awakened energy now, okay? Or maybe there's also something in your life that maybe you're feeling will kind of dissolve or come to an end, but you kind of know that there's something else in the wings that's going to boost you into a new way of being. Okay, let's clarify the Five of Swords. Oh my God. Let's do that again. I'm just going to take one off the top if this doesn't. Okay, well, yeah, let's just take one off the top. Strength. So whatever these situations are, whatever these people are that have sort of been either lording it over you or, you know, treating you unfairly, you know, you've only got stronger as a result of that. You have more understanding about human nature in general. And you also perhaps have the strength to realize that, according to a couple of cards here, that you don't have to be party to these energies that are no longer resonant. Like, you can simplify, you can come back to basics. These are both number 4s. So you can be calm, centered, aligned, and you know what you need to do, Pisces. Okay. You have the strength to be able to do that. And at this point, that's, you know, a really good skill and ability to have, is to know what to do to align oneself, align your energies, come back into your own frequency. There might be little rituals that you do to assist you with that. You know, when I say that, I mean, you know, if you go out in an environment, you go out and work or dealing with people, and you come home and you sort of feel a bit out of sorts, it's like, you know what you need to do to pull back into yourself. Okay. Which is just awesome. Let's clarify. I get one card for the center here. The 9 of Wands. That hard work card. Feeling a bit battle weary. We'll just, hang on, we're just going to get one off the top once again. Well, we've had those two flip. No, let's just get one off the top. This is getting a bit haphazard now. Wow, the Lovers. Okay, so it's a little bit of a case of, sometimes you go through life, and if it doesn't teach you anything, it might teach you one thing, and that is that you now know what you don't want. Okay, you know where you don't want to be, and then you're like, well, okay, what now? What else is there? Here we have the Sun. So often when things go in cycles, okay, we go through a down phase, and then, you know, like the hero's journey, we kind of go and then we come back up again. Okay, the Fool is definitely on and up. This is the up and up. Okay, and here we have the Sun, because the Fool is, you know, resplendent in the sun, really, one with source, and, you know, just really chilling and, you know, being in the high frequency. And here you are, Pisces, you are being in this beautiful high frequency. And yeah, this is almost a picture of the, you know, the solar energies that we're receiving at the moment. So this could also be saying that if you're feeling depleted, is to go outside and really just soak up the sunlight. Okay. And also to find things, experiences, or people that lift your frequency. Okay. Love is a very high frequency. So whatever lifts your frequency is going to help this situation here as well. But like I said, this is sort of a phase that you will be moving out of anywho. Let's just grab one more on the top here. King of Cups, yeah, also just appeared for Aquarius. So Pisces, King of Cups, you are mastering your energy here, your emotional energy. You're mastering your ability to navigate in the spirit realms, you know, in your intuition, in your creativity as well. You're kind of really learning how to pull it all together. And yeah, I mean, we could almost say that for some reason I've been drawn to say this, that in this centered state here of just looking after your energy, this is what you're focusing in now, Pisces, on, is your inner compass. Okay, and you're being more aware of what is vibing with you and what isn't, with your soul. Okay, this is what the Hermit is here as well. Energy to assist you to, rather a confirmation for you to yes, when you need to pull back and withdraw from externals, do that. Okay. You know, the Hermit and the Fool in the reading, that's you know, pretty spirit connected, I would say. Or you there, Pisces? I'm just going to see what's on the bottom of the deck right now. Here we are. We've ended up with the World. So a beautiful balance, and this is where you're headed, Pisces. You're going to be stepping through that portal, moving into that high frequency. And yeah, this is a really nice place to end your reading. Like many of us, you are moving into a new cycle, a new way of being. You know, I keep coming back to these two cards because this is like beautiful high frequency stuff. So, and also your new beginning. This is like the whole new frequency for us, okay? So that's what we have for you, Pisces. Hope that's been helpful. Look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, a fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon.